No?
Code Dizzle Stark took his caravan to Granite Bay to get a little look at this beautiful winery. Beautiful, it almost doesn't say it enough. It is gorgeous.
I know. It's incredible. It is so incredible. And you too can visit. So we want to do a little history tour. It's called Twin Rocks, and I apologize. I didn't realize they were behind me the whole time. My photographer didn't tell me that the Twin Rocks were behind me for my teas. This is embarrassing, Stefan.
Yeah, so the Twin Rocks, this is the icon of this area. This was a major road during the gold rush area of the mid-1800s. This property goes back to 1855, actually, when the Allen family bought it. It was originally 420 acres. Believe it or not, they planted grapes here.
Oh, they did?
Back then in 1855. And that's significantly special if you think about Napa and Sonoma. The first actual production of winery wasn't until 1861 in Napa Valley. So they were planting grapes here for wine and brandy production back then.
That is mind-blowing.
Yeah, it's crazy. So years go by, Prohibition happens, a lot of those grapevines went away, fruit trees came along, but this property stayed in a family line through almost till the 1920s when a cousin took it over, and it whittled down to about 160 acres, and that was the Rickey family, and that held in their hands where it was mostly fruit trees and other orchard until the Jim and Angela Share bought it, and back in what was that 2014, right? Correct. So behind us here, though, the Boffman Canal, as you can see, this was a creek that runs through the property and had early days in the gold rush. They were panning for gold here in the mid-1800s, up until the Rickey family, before Jim and Angela bought it. They were actually panning on the backside of the property by the farm.
Really?
We'll see that later, and actually pulling some nuggets out of it still.
Oh, get out!
Yeah, within the last 10 years.
Wild.
Yeah,
that is wild. You said something about the timing and then Prohibition.
Yeah.
Do you think that if Prohibition hadn't happened, this would be
probably
the wine?
Yeah, I mean that it changed the entire wine industry here in California at that time. There was a lot of other grapes planted, but 80% of them went away. The ones that did remain were the ones that, for medicinal use, kept producing.
I understand the medicinal use. Now we're looking at some baby grape vines.
Yeah,
right?
so this is just 1 year old. So this was planted last year. We still got about 2 more years before you'll start to see grapes coming off of this. But this is Primitivo and its early forms. But in the distance here, you can see our Grenache Blanc, and that is the more mature vines coming through.
Way out there?
Yeah. And those are the first to wake up every year for us, Grenache Blanc. This goes into more sort of sparkling wine. So, we love the Champagne region and the great wines of the Champagne region. Unfortunately, with the climate here, Pinot Noir and Chardonnay don't grow very well. So, instead, we have Grenache Blanc, it does really well in this hot region, but produces a nice, rich, viscous white wine, very similar to Chardonnay, and the sparkling wines really shine because of that.
Does your head hurt with all this knowledge pushing on maximum capacity?
The wine helps, actually. Yeah.
That was great, man. I learned so much in that segment. And normally on the show, I don't learn anything. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Okay, if people want to come visit, and I cannot recommend visiting enough, I'm telling you, I am absolutely in love with this property. What do we need to do?
Go to www.trwinery.com, and up in the right-hand corner, book a reservation, come for a tour, a tasting, or just come out and lounge and enjoy some wines and soak up all this beauty.
It's just amazing to me that we're so close to all the bustle and hustle and everything, and it's just this magical thing just pops out. It's amazing. We're going to show you some baby animals, though, coming up, because we love us some baby animals on the show. Yes, we do. Back to you guys.
All right, where do you want to send the caravan next?
If you live in a town with less than 500 people, I grew up in a town of 500 people, so I'm looking for a town smaller than my town, and you would like me to come visit, let me know. goodday@kmaxtv.com. Just put in the subject line Cody's Caravan or Cody or Hey Cody, do something.
Hey, fella.
Meet the mayor, go to the only gas station, go out to breakfast.
All that fun stuff. Okay, cool.
Yep.
Thanks, Code. 8:18 now. Well, Rhode Island residents just got to unleash